It is no secret that more and more people are expressing interest in the trades, especially potentially becoming an electrician. And the Journeyman Electrician license is essential on your career path to becoming a master electrician, or maybe even opening and owning your own business. Demand for electricians has really grown in the past couple of months during the Great Resignation. On Glassdoor.com, I found 11,987 job postings for electricians. On Indeed.com, 21,381. And on LinkedIn, 29,200 job postings. And as you can see, the demand for electricians is there. Another huge benefit to becoming an electrician is the money. This is the second highest paid trade. The average base salary before overtime and other benefits for an electrician in 2020 was $61,550. This was more than carpenters, auto mechanics, HVAC techs, plumbers, and welders. So electricians are definitely seeing good demand, and they can definitely earn a pretty good wage. But there is a strict career path to becoming and progressing as an electrician. Typically, you would graduate from high school or get a GED. Your education and apprenticeship would take maybe 4 years. And then at this point, you would try and obtain a journeyman license. And that transition from going from apprentice electrician to journeyman licensed electrician can be difficult for some. This is where a company like Expires can come in and help you make that transition from apprentice to journeyman level electrician, and then ultimately journeyman level to master electrician. Expires is ultimately trying to help get more people into the trades by preparing them, helping them pass exams, and then earn their license. To check out some of their products, go to the bookstore and then just click electrical. And here you can see a lot of products related to becoming a journeyman and master level electrician. Their ultimate goal is to help you pass your contractor's exam. A lot of people that end up going into the trades tend to hate school. And unfortunately, some of these licensing requirements requires exams. And this particular company, Expires, will help you pass your exams. Check out the link below for more details. Next, it's helpful to understand the difference between an apprentice electrician and a journeyman level electrician. An apprentice is an entry-level employee who takes part in a specialized training program with a skilled electrician. Electrician apprentices are not independent, although they do earn wages while working under the supervision of a licensed electrician. Often these apprenticeships can take 4 and even some cases 5 years. To make that transition from apprentice to journeyman electrician typically requires 8,000 hours of on-the-job training. But this really depends on the state at which you are trying to work in. But once you actually become a journeyman level electrician, you can start working independently. Journeyman electricians have a lot of roles and responsibilities. Often they're interpreting blueprints and mechanical drawings. They're installing and maintaining electrical equipment with power supplies. They also have to be really aware of electrical codes and regulations. And these regulations can change year to year. They have to stay up with them. They also need to understand ancillary systems like fire alarm systems. Electricians often choose to focus. They might focus on commercial properties, but others might just focus on residential. But you definitely need to first look at the electrical licensing requirements for your particular state. And one really good website I found was for coverwallet.com. I'm not entirely sure how often they update this particular website. It doesn't really say up here, but if you scroll down, you can see the different requirements for different states. And most of the time you do see a journeyman license, but in some cases, journeyman isn't even listed. For example, Georgia, they don't really talk about journeyman level license, but for most states, they do. For the most part, you need to show 8,000 hours of work experience as an electrician before trying to obtain the journeyman license. But in some cases, like Arkansas, to acquire this license, you need to complete a 4-year apprenticeship program or complete 16,000 hours as a construction electrician. So every state is a little bit different, making this an extremely frustrating process, especially if you live in like the tri-state area, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. You might have to deal with a lot of different regulations. So as you can see, obtaining a journeyman level license as an electrician is a key part of the process in your career path to becoming potentially a master electrician or even a general contractor down the line, owning your own business, trying to get your own work, and more. If you enjoyed this video, definitely check out some of my other content on different licensing requirements and licenses for plumbers, electricians, and more. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.